Yeah. So yeah, I'm waiting actually. So I'm waiting for the people. So still people are joining. That is why. Yeah. So it's already 7, 8, right? So let's get started. Yeah. So in the last session, we discussed about yeah, how can we create the AWS account? How can we connect AWS console, right? So console overview. What are the services available? How can we check the services, right? So these are all we discussed, right? Yeah. Today, we are going to create the resources. We are going to create a resource and we can walk through the console also. Few more services required to understand, right? Yeah. So first of all, how can we connect AWS? How can we connect AWS account already discussed? Okay. So hope everyone created the account, right? Any challenges, anyone, while creating account, AWS account? Anyone having any issues, any challenges
No, sir, I created account.
created, right? Yeah. Others also created, right?
Yes.
Fine, fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah. So aws.amazon.com is the URL to log into the console. So click on sign into the console. Sign into the console. Next. Yeah. So you can give the password. Yeah. Now you can give MFA code, multi-factor authentication. Right. So now we are able to connect our AWS console. Right. So once we log into the console, so these are the regions we discussed already. So these are the data centers, regions. Region is a data center, right? Server room, where we host all the servers, where we host all the resources, where we host all the network, network devices, right? Yeah. So this is Asia Pacific Mumbai. So now if you check here, look at here, everyone. United States, North Virginia, Ohio, North California, Oregon, Asia Pacific, Mumbai, Osaka, Singapore, Seoul, Sydney, Tokyo, right? Canada Central, Europe, Frankfurt, Ireland, London, Paris, South America, right? So these are all data centers across the globe. These are all the data centers. Now, so in real-time projects, what we will do as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, so our role is creating infrastructure, managing the infrastructure in AWS. In AWS, what is our role? So creating infrastructure, managing the infrastructure. So what is infrastructure? What is infrastructure, anyone? Infrastructure అంటే ఏంటండి? Anyone?
ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే మేబీ ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్స్ అంటే ఫిజికల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో వస్తే ఇప్పుడు మనకి విఎం అంటారు కాబట్టి ఇందులో మేబీ సర్వర్స్
Yes.
ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే అంతే కదా
Yes. Yeah.
ఏసీ
Yeah, infrastructure is nothing but servers, storage, network, load balancers, resources, right? So infrastructure is nothing but, yeah, whatever the resources we host in the data center. Fine. Yeah. So as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, so we need to create the infrastructure. So we need to manage the infrastructure. So we need to provide the infrastructure to the respective project teams, respective client, right? So for which what we will do normally, we work on tickets. So client or project team or development team or testing team, there is a ticket. There is a ticket. So in the ticket, they give all the requirement. How many servers required? What is the configuration required? So what is the region and which region the servers required? So what are the yeah operating environments required for servers, right? And what is the RAM, CPU, storage required? They give all the requirement in the ticket. They prepare all the requirement, right? So as per the project requirement, as per the request, we need to create the resources and we need to provide to the respective team. Okay. Yeah. So here, region Mumbai. If you want to switch to other region, America's region, North Virginia, click on this. This will be changed. Look at here. The region has been changed. The region is changed, right? North Virginia. Now, if you want to switch to the Ohio, click on Ohio. Or Singapore, for example. Just click on it. That's it. So if you want to change to any region, so just go and click on this Singapore or Sydney or Tokyo. Just click on this. The region has been, look at here, the region has been changed, right? Yeah, as per the client requirement, first of all, we need to select the region. So after that, you can go and create the required resource, right? So for example, our team is in Mumbai region. So as per the request, we need to create the servers in Mumbai region. Or else our team is in Hyderabad region. So we need to select the Hyderabad region. So here it is not there, right? Hyderabad is not there. But how can we enable that? How can we enable that? Go down here. Look at here. There are 17 regions that are not enabled for this account. Click on this. Manage regions. Yeah, now go down here. So look at here. Hyderabad is disabled currently. So if you want to enable, you can enable. Look at here, Hyderabad. Disabled, right? Now this we can enable. How can enable? Select this. Click on enable. Enable. Once you enable, go back to the regions. Now here you can see the region, Hyderabad region. You can see here in the look at here. So Hyderabad is available or not? Just about. Take some time. Take some time to enable. Asia Pacific, not yet enabled, right? As per the requirement, we need to enable the region. Yeah, and we can look at it. Now it is enabling, not yet enabled, right? Enabling. It may take some time. It may take some time, right? So after some time, it will enable. It will show you enabled, right? So that we can use the Hyderabad also whenever you want, right?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీ దాంట్లో చూస్తే గ్లోబల్ అని ఉంది.
Yes.
అదేంటి మరి?
Right. So when you click on, look at here. When you click on look at here. I just want to show you something here. Okay. Now it is showing, look at here everyone. It is showing Mumbai. Okay. So Mumbai, Osaka, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, whatever you want to change, you can change easily. But when you click on billing, look at here, Andy. So when you click on billing and cost management, it will change. Yeah, it will be changed to the global. ఈ గ్లోబల్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో బిల్లింగ్ ఈజ్ ద గ్లోబల్ సర్వీస్. బిల్లింగ్ ఈజ్ ద గ్లోబల్ సర్వీస్. వెన్ యూ క్లిక్ ఆన్ బిల్లింగ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ గ్లోబల్. సో ఈవెన్ if you go and check the IAM service, so even IAM also global. Few services we have in AWS, those are all global services. Global. So billing is this billing is for all the regions. This billing is for all the regions, not only for specific region, right? Billing is for all the regions, entire AWS account, your account. Understanding, Andy?
ఓకే సార్, కరెక్ట్.
Even
సర్వర్స్ కి ఏవైతే మనం క్రియేట్ చేయాలనుకున్నామో వాటికి మాత్రమే మనం రీజన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేయడం, అది
region.
కాకుండా బిల్లింగ్ కానీ బిల్లింగ్
IAM.
అంటే ఐ మీన్ విజయవాడ నుంచి ఎక్కడి నుంచైనా చేయొచ్చు కాబట్టి ఇట్ విల్
Yes.
బి ఏ గ్లోబల్ బై
Yes.
డిఫాల్ట్. ఇక్కడ అక్కడ మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలంటారు సార్ వేరేది
No,
ఇక్కడ.
no. Global అండి. అన్ని regions కి వచ్చేస్తాం.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
Okay. Even IAM service also global. IAM. Now IAM also global. Look at here. IAM. Identity Access Management. Okay. So whereas EC2 is the regional service. EC2 is the regional. EC2, VPC, other services, regional. It will show you the region. Right? Yeah. So that I'll explain, Andy. So going forward, you'll understand better. Okay. So practically, I'll show you that. Yeah. Now I selected the region here, Mumbai region. Fine. Now, so in our console, there is a VPC, Andy. So today, let's try to understand. In the last session, we discussed about so these services, right? So here, compute services, container services, databases also available here. So many databases. I gave overview, right? So this is just overview, Andy. Practically, we can work on all the services. Practically. So here, management and governance. Here we have auto scaling. Auto scaling is a service which automatically.
సార్ ఏంటో అంటుంటే సాటర్డే సెషన్ జరిగిందా?
సాటర్డే
సెలవే కదా?
నో అండి, చాలా తక్కువ జాయినారు. 3 మెంబర్స్ వచ్చారు. దట్ ఇస్ వై ఓకే. సో యాక్చువల్లీ దట్
ఫ్రైడే జరిగింది, నేను అటెండ్ అయ్యాను. సాటర్డే సండే సెలవు అనుకుంటున్నాను.
అవునండి. ఎస్, సాటర్డే సండే సెలవు.
అంటే నాకు గుర్తున్నంత వరకు కంటైనర్స్ చెప్పలేదు సార్.
ఓకే, ఇది ఓవర్వ్యూ అండి. ఇది ఓవర్వ్యూ ఇస్తున్నాను, జస్ట్ ఓవర్వ్యూ అండి. ఫైన్. యా. నౌ లుక్ అట్ హియర్. సో ఇదంతా జస్ట్ కన్సోల్ వాక్ త్రూ అండి. ప్రాక్టికల్లీ వీ కెన్ వర్క్ ఆన్ ది ఆల్ ది సర్వీసెస్. ఓకే, నథింగ్ టు వరీ. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ గివింగ్ ఓవర్వ్యూ ఫర్ ఫ్యూ సర్వీసెస్. ఓకే. యా. AWS auto scaling. It is very core service. This is very core service. Auto scaling. So automatically servers will be scale up and scale down whenever needed. For example, we are using Flipkart, Amazon shopping site, Myntra, Meesho, right? So these are all digital applications. Digital applications. So they give festival offers, they give New Year offers, they give weekend offers, year-end offers, right? So different offers. So whenever they give any offer, for example, in 2021, I think Jan 1st, 2021, Jan 1st, they give very big offer. Flipkart, they gave 11 to 11:30 a.m. So they gave mobile offer 50% off. I think 32,000 costing mobile. So they gave 50% off, 16,000, right? So only 11 to 11:30 a.m. I asked. Okay. So by the time they expected 15,000 users, 15,000, but actual turn up is 25,000. Okay. So what will happen? ఏం జరగవచ్చు? So they expected 15,000 users. So 4 members yeah, you understand తెలుగు అండి? 4 members కూడా తెలుగు అర్థమవుతుంది కదా?
నాకు అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఎస్ అండి. ధనికరణ్, దైనకరణ్, యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు రైట్?
Yeah.
ఓకే, ఎవరెవరు
Yeah.
అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు రైట్? సో మీకు తెలుగు అర్థం కాకపోతే చెప్పండి, నేను జస్ట్ తెలుగులో కూడా రిపీట్ చేస్తాను. మీకు ఒకవేళ తెలుగు అర్థం కాదంటే ప్యూర్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో మనం మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే,
Yeah, sure.
సో ఆటో స్కేలింగ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మన అప్లికేషన్ని అప్ అండ్ రన్నింగ్లో పెట్టే రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఆటో స్కేలింగ్ అండి. సో 2021లో ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ వాళ్ళు వెరీ బిగ్ ఆఫర్ ఇచ్చారు. ఓకే, సో 50% ఆఫ్. జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు షో సంథింగ్ హియర్. సో ఇది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కోర్ సర్వీస్ అండి. దట్ ఇస్ వై ఐమ్ జస్ట్ గివింగ్ ఓవర్ యూ హియర్. ప్రాక్టికల్గా చేస్తాం మనం మళ్ళీ. సో బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ద EC2, సో జస్ట్ కన్సోల్లో ఉండే సర్వీసెస్ అన్ని మనం ఒకసారి వాక్ త్రూ చేసాం అనుకోండి. సో యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్, ఓకే, దీస్ ఆర్ ది సర్వీసెస్, కోర్ సర్వీసెస్, దీస్ ఆర్ ది నార్మల్ సర్వీసెస్, దీస్ ఆర్ ది ఇంపార్టెంట్ సర్వీసెస్. యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్. AWS auto scaling. What is auto scaling? First of all, auto scaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts. Yeah, auto scaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts compute resources to maintain the application performance. Okay, so what does it mean? అంటే ఏంటి అసలు? So auto scaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts compute resources to maintain the application performance. అంటే what does it mean? సో మనం ఒక స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుందాం. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ అదేంటంటే వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, IRCTC చూద్దాం ఫస్ట్. IRCTC, రైట్? సో ఈ IRCTC అంటే, సో మనం ఒక టికెట్ బుక్ చేయాలంటే, ట్రైన్ టికెట్ బుక్ చేయాలనుకోండి, సో డైరెక్ట్లీ గో టు ద IRCTC. ఓకే, సో IRCTC వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటే దే కాన్ఫిగర్ సర్వర్స్ అండి టు మెయింటైన్ ద అప్లికేషన్. దే కాన్ఫిగర్ ది సర్వర్స్. ఇలా సర్వర్స్ని వాళ్ళు కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసి పెట్టారు. సో each server can handle 10 requests, for example. Each server can handle 10 requests. So for example, 3 servers configure చేశారు. సో ఈ సర్వర్ 10 రిక్వెస్ట్ హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఈ సర్వర్ 10 రిక్వెస్ట్ హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఈ సర్వర్ 10 రిక్వెస్ట్. ఓకే, సో 3 సర్వర్స్ 30 రిక్వెస్ట్ వరకు హ్యాండిల్ చేయగలవు. బట్ ఇక్కడ నార్మల్ టైం అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓకే. ఓకే, నార్మల్ టైం ఇస్ ఓకే. బట్ తత్కాల్ టైంలో ఏమవుతుంది? తత్కాల్ టైం అంటే మనం 10 o'clockకి, 10 AM, 11 AMకి తత్కాల్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది కదా. సో when తత్కాల్ స్టార్ట్స్, what will happen? Drastically, the request will be increased to 100. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి IRCTC వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటే, ఇఫ్ దే వాంట్ టు కాన్ఫిగర్ సర్వర్స్, దే చెక్ లాస్ట్ 4 months హిస్టారికల్ డేటా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, లాస్ట్ మంత్ దే రిసీవ్డ్ 25 requests. Before that, they received 23 requests. Before that, they received 30 requests. So before that, they received 28 requests. So based on the highest value of the request, they configured the servers, right? So the highest value anta 30 వచ్చింది కదా. That is why what they did here, they configured 3 servers. 3 servers కూడా each server can handle 10 requests and total 30 requests handle చేస్తారు. సో కానీ తత్కాల టైంలో ఏమవుతుందంటే డ్రాస్టికల్లీ ద రిక్వెస్ట్ విల్ బి ఇంక్రీజ్ టు 100. సో 100 రిక్వెస్ట్ వచ్చాయనుకోండి, సో కెన్ దే మేనేజ్? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మీరు ప్రాజెక్ట్లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారండి. మనం 5 members ఉన్నాం ప్రాజెక్ట్లో. 5 members మనం వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాం, రైట్? యా, సో ఈచ్ వన్ గెట్టింగ్ 10 requests అనుకోండి ఫర్ డే. ఈచ్ వన్ గెట్టింగ్ 10 requests. మనకి 10 రిక్వెస్ట్ వస్తున్నాయి డైలీ, రైట్? సో వన్ ఫైన్ డే అంటే 10 అంటే ఎంత అండి? 5 మెంబర్స్కి 50 రిక్వెస్ట్. సో వన్ ఫైన్ డే ఏమైందంటే 200 రిక్వెస్ట్లు వచ్చాయి. సో మనకు 10 రిక్వెస్ట్ హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తాకే మనకి 8 అవర్స్ పడుతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డైలీ 8 అవర్స్ పడుతుంది. 10 టికెట్స్ హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తాం మనం డైలీ, ఈచ్ వన్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ 10 టికెట్స్. సో వన్ ఫైన్ డే ఏమైందంటే మనకి డ్రాస్టికల్లీ 200 రిక్వెస్ట్ వచ్చాయి. 200 రిక్వెస్ట్లు ఈక్వల్గా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తే ఎంత అవుతుంది? లేదా 250 రిక్వెస్ట్ అనుకోండి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, 250 రిక్వెస్ట్. సో ఈచ్ వన్ గెటింగ్ 50 రిక్వెస్ట్ పర్ డే, 50 రిక్వెస్ట్. సో మనం 10 రిక్వెస్ట్కే 8 అవర్స్ పడుతుంది. 50 రిక్వెస్ట్ హ్యాండిల్ చేయగలమా?
Ram, can you please explain in English?
So
Yeah.
that is why I'm asked.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's-
ఓకే, సో అదే అడిగాను నేను. దట్ ఈస్ ఐ ఆస్క్డ్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు ఆర్ నాట్. ఓకే, సో విల్ డిస్కస్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ అండి. ఫైన్.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So for example, we are 5 members working with a project. Okay, we are handling request tickets, right? So everyone getting 10 requests per day, right? So total 50 requests. One fine day, we received 250 requests. Each one should handle how many requests? 50 requests. For 10 requests, we are spending 8 hours time. But 50 requests, that will be escalated, right? Because within the time frame, we need to close the tickets. Otherwise, what will happen? The tickets will be escalated, right? So we cannot manage 50 requests. Even 16 hours, we work with the project 16 hours daily also, we cannot handle. The same way, same situation for servers also, right? So they can easily handle the 10 request each server, but drastically 100 requests received by each server or total all servers. They cannot manage. That is why in Tatkal time, what will happen? So we get time session timeout errors, 403 errors, right? Page will not be opened, different errors because of the high volume request. So normal time it is fine, they can easily handle, but Tatkal time they cannot handle because still they are following the old methodology, which is a manual process. They haven't implemented the auto scaling. So far, they did not implement the auto scaling. Still, they're following the manual process because, this IRCTC is the government side, government website. So they are not implemented this auto scaling, right? So because there is no competition, if they have competition, definitely they implement the auto scaling, right? So now, second example, and this is one of the example in for the IRCTC for auto scaling. Second example, Flipkart this one. Look at here, Flipkart. So Flipkart gave very big offer. So 50% mobile offer, 50% off mobile offers, right? 50% off. So for example, they gave 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. they gave mobile offer, 50% off, right? So they expected 15,000 users. For example, they expected 15K users. Sorry, 15K users. But actual turn up is 25K. 25K users, they try to book the mobiles, right? So what will happen? So they prepared infrastructure for only 15,000 users. But 25,000 users, they try to book the mobile. So it was happened in 2021. This was happened in 2021, right? So by the time, so no one got the mobiles, no one received the mobiles, right? Yeah. So immediately they implemented the auto scaling. If they implement the auto scaling, what will happen? So whenever high demand volumes are coming in, automatically auto scaling increase the servers to maintain the application performance. Look at here. So auto scaling is a service which automatically monitors and adjusts computer systems to maintain the application performance. Auto scaling automatically add the servers. So as per the demand, as per the request, automatically. So auto scaling functionality is to manage your application up and running fine 24/7. So whenever we need any resources, automatically it will increase. Okay. Yeah. So for example, yeah, one more small example. In our home, so there is a birthday function. Birthday. So for this birthday, we invited 200 people, right? So, but 500 people attended. 500 people attended. So what will happen, Andy? What will happen? So we invited 200 people, but 500 people attended. Can we serve the food within the time frame? No, right? So within the time frame, we cannot serve the food, right? Yeah. Same way, we invited 500 people, but 200 attended. 200 only attended. What will happen? Food will be wasted, right? Same way, same situation for servers also. If they receive more requests, they cannot manage. If they receive few requests, less requests, so infrastructure will be wasted. So that is why currently every project team, every organization, they are implementing the auto scaling, right? Yeah. So one more real-time example I explain, so you will understand here. Okay. Real-time example, Andy. So currently I'm handling one project, which is UAE project, which is a parking pass project. Parking pass. Project name is parking pass. Okay. So in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, right? So 7 countries in the UAE. So everywhere they configure the vending machines. Vending machines, right? So what is vending machine? Anyone having idea? Vending machines.
Yeah, in corporate offices, we have these vending machines where we can select which. So we will have this chips, lace, everything is there, right? So
Yes.
instead of going to normal shops, they installed all the vending machines. So
Correct.
yeah, whenever we pay it, we will receive it automatically through vending machines.
Correct. Yes. For example, let us take metro stations, right? And shopping malls and airports, right? So everywhere we can see this vending machines. Okay. So in this vending machines, if you want to get any water bottle, cookies, right? So Cokes, whatever you require. So without any human intervention, so you can pay the amount, you will get the Coke or water bottle, right? So even while traveling, yeah, outer ring roads, ORR, outer ring roads. So yeah, check posts, right? In the check post, they configure vending machines automatically. So they scan FASTags, right? So FASTag we add to the vehicle. So automatically it will be scanned, the gate will be opened, right? And also when we enter into the airports, right? So in the parking area, right? So it will scan, or we need to get the coupon. So automatically the gate will be opened to enter into the parking area. So everywhere vending machines, right? Yeah, in UAE, Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, so they configured vending machines across the states, right? So when you park your vehicle, so you need to get the coupon. Otherwise, 1,000 dirhams fine. 1,000 dirhams fine. If you park the vehicle for 5 minutes without any coupon, 1,000 dirhams fine, right? So 6 years back, we got this project. 6 years back in 2020, I think 2020 or 2019. We got this project. So by the time we visited the location, client location, and we configured this auto scaling, so far we haven't seen any single issue because auto scaling automatically managed, right? Once you configure. Now, in the auto scaling, in the application, how we configure this auto scaling, let's try to understand. Yeah, so whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, 60% means high CPU, right? So whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, so for example, look at here. When you open the task manager in your laptop, you can open task manager. Look at here. My CPU utilization, my laptop CPU utilization. Look at here. This is my laptop CPU utilization. 43%, 45%, right? 37%, 55, right? So once the CPU utilization reaches to 60% or 70% or 80%, what will happen? The laptop performance will be impacted. Fine. So the laptop performance impacted, applications will not be accessible properly. Slowness issues, performance issues, right? Same way, look at here in the parking pass project. So what we did here, we configured CPU utilization whenever reaches to 60%, right? Yeah. Automatically, auto scaling, what it will do, we configure auto scaling. So here we create the threshold. This we can say threshold, and we configure the threshold. Whenever the threshold reaches, what will happen? For example, this is look at here, everyone. So these two servers we configured in the parking pass. These two servers we configured in the parking pass. These two servers are in cluster. Cluster is nothing but the last session we discussed. Cluster is a group of servers. What are the benefits of cluster? Load balancing and fault tolerance, right? So cluster is a group of server. Even the team also we can say cluster. So in the team we are 5 members. The team we can say cluster. So in the team, within the team, 5 members, they can handle the request, right? If one person went on leave, nothing will be happened. Others can handle the request. That is load balancing. Fault tolerance. 2 people left from the organization. Nothing will be happened. Other 3 guys will take care of the resources, right? Yeah. So here, 2 servers we configured in the cluster. So for this UAE project, parking pass project, 2 servers are in cluster. So here we configure the threshold, right? So whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, what will happen? Automatically, auto scaling, add one more server in the cluster. Why we require this server? Endukandi server? Why we require this additional server? So whenever CPU utilization reaches to 60%, automatically add the servers to balance the load, and yes, to balance the load, right?
So this communication will be passed by load balancer to add this server?
Yeah, correct. So auto scaling is having inbuilt load balancer also. Okay. Yeah. So auto scaling, whenever the threshold reaches, automatically it will monitor and adjust compute resources to maintain the application performance, right? So it will add automatically one server to balance the load. The server will be joined into the cluster. Okay. Still it is utilizing 60%. It will add one more server. Still utilizing 60%. It will add one more server. Right? So like this service will be added to maintain the load balancing. Right? So whenever CPU utilization less than 40%, what will happen? So whatever the servers are additionally added here, those will be removed automatically. This will be removed automatically. Right? So servers auto scaling, what it will do, it will add the servers, it will remove the servers to maintain the to maintain the application performance, right? Application should be accessible, and so 24/7 the application should be accessible. For which auto scaling automatically add the servers, remove the servers to maintain the application performance, right? So here you may have a question. Okay, the question here is okay. So you are saying something like servers are adding, removing, but what about data? What about data? Right? So the data will be stored in the base servers, and these are the base servers. Base servers. Okay. So data will be stored in the base servers. Nothing will be happened. But how the servers will be added automatically? So here we are using the templates and templates. Templates we can say in AWS, the templates we can say AMIs, AMIs, Amazon Mission Images. We use the Amazon Mission Images to maintain the application, to maintain the servers in auto scaling. We use AMIs. I'll show you that. Tomorrow onwards, we'll work on this AMIs and all. Look at here. What is this? AMI, Amazon Mission Image. Application and OS image, Amazon Mission Image. Right? So this AMIs we use. This we can say templates. This we can say templates. Okay. So by using the AMIs, automatically servers will be added here. Automatically servers will be removed whenever needed. Right? Yeah. So whenever circulation is less than 40%, automatically whatever the additional servers are added here, this will be removed. But base servers will not be removed. These are the fixed servers to maintain the application. So normal time also this will maintain, right? So that is why this will not be changed. So additional servers will be added and removed whenever needed. Right? So this is very core service, very advanced service. Okay. While working on auto scaling, so we can practically work on this. We can scale up, we can scale down practically, right? Yeah. So auto scaling is very core service, and every organization currently, every project team they're using auto scaling. Fine. Any questions here? Anyone having any questions here?
Sir, generally templates means HTML template UIs will be there, means in Python, wherever.
Yes,
But here
I'm talking about
templates, yeah. But here template means it's like
image.
AMIs.
Image. Amazon Mission Image.
Okay.
Fine. Next one. So this is very important core service, and now look at here, everyone. Yeah. Next one, in the management and governance, we have CloudTrail, CloudWatch. Both are monitoring tools. In AWS, by using this CloudTrail, CloudWatch, we can monitor our resources, infrastructure, right? But in Kubernetes and in DevOps, we use the other tools like Grafana and Prometheus for monitoring, right? In DevOps, we use the other tools like Grafana and Prometheus to monitor the resources, right? Yeah, next one, important one more service you can discuss today. So networking and content delivery. Networking and content delivery. So look at here. Here we have VPC. What is VPC? Why we require VPC? Why the project teams are using customized VPC? So I just want to give overview. This is also very important concept, networking concept, networking service. Okay, let's try to understand quickly. So tomorrow we'll start EC2 only. Tomorrow we are going to start EC2, which is the first service, in AWS. Okay. So practically we can configure EC2, we can deploy the applications, we can manage the applications. Okay. Tomorrow we'll start. Fine. Now, networking part, VPC. VPC. virtual private cloud అండి. Virtual private cloud. So what is virtual private cloud? Yeah, this is a logically isolated network. Logically isolated network. So instead of the physical network, instead of the Mumbai data center or Hyderabad data center, we can create our logically isolated network, our own network. So why we require logical isolated network? To control inbound, outbound traffic, we required our own network, our logically isolated network, right? So instead of the physical network, we can create our custom network to maintain the applications, right? For example, look at here, everyone. This is, yeah, this is region. This is a region. Region is a, what is region and anyone? Region is a, we can say, data center. Region is the data center. So data center is a server room where we host all the servers. For example, this is a Mumbai region. This is Mumbai region. Okay, Mumbai server room. So in the Mumbai region, we have different zones available. The zones we can say availability zones. These are the zones available. These zones we can say availability zones, right? So this is availability zone 1A. Yeah, availability zone 1A and 1B, 1B, and also 1C, right? So three zones, right? So these zones we can call it as, this zone we can call it as DR data centers, disaster recovery data centers, right? So this is a region, primary data center. So these are the DR data centers. So why we require DR data centers? To maintain the high availability. To maintain the high availability, we configure, AWS already configured DR data centers. So from one DR data center to one data center to other data center, data will be replicated. Every moment, data will be replicated, right? To maintain the high availability. So whatever the applications we host on the data center, that should be available 24/7, right? To maintain the high availability, we use the DR data centers. Okay. So for example, these availability zones, we can say this is this zone is Hyderabad, for example. And Hyderabad. Okay. So this is Bangalore, for example. Bangalore. So this is Chennai. Okay. So in 2016, major floods happened in Chennai. Okay. So most of the IT area affected by the time. Most of the data centers shut down. Most of the companies shut down because everywhere water, right? Even our employees, Capgemini employees, they moved from Chennai to Hyderabad. They worked from here because no electricity, no diesel to run the generators, no drinking water. So by the time, everywhere sea water, right? So by the time, every company, every data center shut down. For example, this Chennai data center is shut down. What will happen? What will happen? Whatever the applications are running on the data center, whatever the database are running on the data center, so everything will be down, right? In case all the applications, databases are down, what will happen? Client business will be impacted. So in case client business is impacted, so definitely, eventually, customers, what they will do, they switch from AWS to other platform, or else they move back to physical escalations, right? So that is why to maintain the high availability, this data centers always replicate the data from one data center to other data center. In case Chennai is down, nothing will be happened. The applications will be accessible from Bangalore or Hyderabad because same copy available in Hyderabad and Bangalore, right? Yeah. So these are the DR data centers. This will maintain the high availability. So inside of this data center, what we will do? So we create VPC. So regions, zones will be maintained by AWS only. We don't need to worry about. Regions and zones will be maintained by AWS. So under this availability zone, we create VPC. So this VPC will be maintained by DevSecOps engineers. These are the VPCs. This VPCs will be maintained by DevSecOps engineers. Okay. So under this VPC is a logically isolated network, right? So under this VPC, what we will do? We create subnets. So what is subnet, anyone? What is subnet? Subnet is a small network, subnetwork. We discussed already. The basics of basic servers networks, we discussed that already. In that subnets we discussed. Here we have two types of subnets. Okay. What are those? Here public subnet. And also we have private subnet. And also private subnet. Public subnet and also private subnet. What is public subnet? What is private subnet? So public subnet is a subnet we can host. Instead of this, we can host the public servers, right? So private subnet is a subnet. Here we host the private servers. Right? Yeah, this public servers, we can access through internet. Private servers, we can access through intranet. Public servers, we can access through internet. Private servers, we can access through intranet, right? Internet, intranet. What is this? Anyone? What does it mean? What is the difference here? Internet. So normally we can directly connect the internet, right? So in the laptop or mobile, you can directly open any website, any internet applications, we can use them. But what is intranet? Internet is nothing but within the organization, within the company, right? For internal. So, for example, once you join into the project, so we'll get the laptop, right? Official laptop. If you want to access your office network, how can we access? Once we get the laptop, how can we access office network? Anyone? By using VPN, right? By using VPN. Yeah, through internet, what we will do, we connect VPN. Through internet, we connect VPN. So VPN will allow you to connect your office network. Right? So we can, these are the Internet applications, intranet applications. So here we host the public servers instead of the public subnet, and we deploy the public applications here. So in the private servers, we host the private applications. So private applications are nothing but within the organization, whatever the applications we are using, like time cards, timesheets applications, email applications, right? So performance review applications, Outlook applications, those are all internal applications, right? So public applications, company websites, job portals, those are the public applications, right? So this is networking part, which is very, very important concept. Okay. So networking will take 2 to 3 days Sunday. Networking will take 2 to 3 days. We'll go very deep dive, right? Yeah. Any questions, Andy, so far, anyone? Anyone having any questions so far?
Sir, yes. So I understood this concept of disaster recovery. Okay. And this, the thing is, right, you told the data centers maintains servers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So in data center, we have a lot of servers. Okay. So along with servers, we maintain this VPC, right?
Yes, yes, correct. First, within this.
Okay. So in data centers, we maintain servers and VPC.
Yeah. So VPC, we need to create VPC. We need to create the subnets. Inside of the subnets, we can create the public servers, private servers. This this VPC subnets servers should be maintained by DevSecOps engineers. Understanding?
Okay, so suppose in the data center I have 1,000 servers and like 10 VPCs, like that, right?
Yes.
So I want to make sure my understanding is correct. And these VPCs are mainly important for this disaster recovery, which the incident happened in Chennai, right?
Yeah. So DR already configured by AWS Andy to maintain the high availability, right? So in this zones, as a DevSecOps engineer, so as per the project team requirement, we need to create the resources.
Okay. So hope my understanding is somewhat correct, right?
Yeah, you are correct.
I got the main concept clear. What is a disaster recovery? Internet.
Disaster recovery is nothing but zone to zone replication. In case, for example,
we are maintaining a copy to be on safe side.
Exactly. For example, here Chennai is down or Hyderabad is down. What will happen? Entire servers will be down, VPC will be down, subnets will be down, right? Yeah. So the data is replicating to Bangalore here. So in case this zone is down, VPC is down, customers they can access from Bangalore.
Got it. So in that case, this VPC will have the data of all the servers, all the data centers, right?
Yeah, one data center to other data center data will be replicated. Yes, correct. Within the not all within the region, whatever the zones are available in that zones, the data will be replicated.
Okay. In a zone, if we have suppose like zone in the sense like India, in the global wise, if you consider, if India we will have several zones, and all the data present in the India will be, as we are considering India as a zone, will be present in each VPC.
Look at here. Mumbai is the region. In this Mumbai region, we have 3 zones. Within the Mumbai region. Hyderabad also having zones. Like that. Okay. Clear, right, everyone? Any more questions, anyone? Fine. So tomorrow onwards, we can, you are going to start EC2, S3, VPC, auto scaling one by one. We'll go through practically. So tomorrow onwards, practical oriented sessions. Okay. So make sure everyone prepare your AWS account today. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, you need to practice. Fine. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll start first service, which is EC2. Fine. Yeah. So we can stop here. Yeah. If anyone not created the account, AWS account, you can create the account today itself. Fine? Yeah. So if I stop here, we can stop here. Fine. Thank you all.